öğrenci olarak buraya eskide gitmiştim. Kültürünü, dilini, her şeyi çok iyi biliyordum. Bunlarla birlikte yaşadım. Bunların zorluklarını, her şeye çok yakından şahit oldum ama bir şey daha vardı. Orada çok güçlü kadınları görmüştüm. Hakikaten çok güçlü. Evin bütün gelirini, burada da aynı öyle bir kadın var. Kadınlar sadece evde değil, dışarıda da çalışıyorlar. Evdeki bütün sorumluluğu onlar alıyorlar. O yüzden ikinci sefer böyle ben buradaydım aslında. Böyle bir proje düşündük, böyle bir film, belgesel düşündük. Buraya gitmek çok zor çünkü orada mesela normal caddeler yok, yani normal sokaklar yok. Arabalar gitmiyor, yani uzaktan bir araba tutman gerekiyor. Ve çok uzak yerler, orada okullar yok. Ve mesela aileler tek tek yaşıyorlar. Yani çok yakın değiller. O yüzden devlet de orada bir kişi için okul ya da hastane kuramazlar. Sonra dedik ki kadınla ilgili böyle yani tabii kadınlar hakkında, Afganistan hakkında çok şeyler var zaten. Zulüm oluyor falan, o ayrı bir konu. Ama ondan dışında gerçekten orada çok güçlü kadınlar var. Köylerde de, şehirlerde de. Ve bütün bu toplum ile savaşıyor kendi yani ve bu savaştan bazen tek başına, bazen ailede yardım ediyor. Burada da o fikrimizde vardı. Sonra öyle bir şansımız öyle bir şey oldu ki oraya gittiler. Sonra benden yapımcı olarak bana bütün şey göndermişler. Konuyu ve kişiyle ilgili bilgileri. Sonra ben de bunu sevdim. Çok güzel bir konuydu. Sonra öyle başladım.
Okay, I want to ask you one more question. Have you been you were working with your husband, right?
And the director is my husband.
You've been working with him, so you went to the film.
For this film, no. Like we had other projects that we did, and we got a lot of awards for other films. But for this, no. He went with a small group, and that time I was here.
How many days?
About the place, he already went there a lot. I also for different projects. But for this documentary, maybe 15 days, 2 weeks.
How was the relationship with the family? Because making like a documentary about like a family with private life is a little bit.
Yeah, and if you see the footage, you will realize like the director really worked good with the family because everything is there. Like her husband or the wife, they are not feeling shy. They are explaining everything, their problems, everything. So of course, in these places, when we are going there, there's no hotel, there's nothing. You have to live with them. So when we start living with them, they become so friendly with you and they discuss everything. And the main problem with this family was because the guy was addicted and he was not working. And also he didn't allow his wife to work. His wife was working some air stuff, like they were women clothes and so expensive in Afghanistan. So he was taking like the money that she was taking from that work. She was yeah, for her house stuff. Like everything was doing women in that case.
And I mean, we spoke about like the days, and then after which kind of festival did you send the Polish?
In Afghanistan, there were some festivals. If I named, I don't know if you guys didn't know that there's a Dera International Film Festival, Mekan International Film Festival, Oda International Film Festival, and also there's another film festival in Stockholm. It was also with one part was for Afghan films, and they also showed this film here. And there's a lot of festivals, maybe I didn't remember right now, because it's like we made this film in 2018, so it's a lot of here. And maybe next month it will show also in EFSEC Film Festival in Turkey.
Okay, we'll see that. So one more things about like the style, because I saw few frames that they were really good, like kind of painting a photograph, like checking the family. It's a technique of the director, or in general it just came like random?
So it's same technique that me and my husband usually use in films. Because frame is very important for us. Like, I mean, frame everything, light, the subjects, everything that is there, it's really important for us. So that's why for every shot, we really think, then we are taking the shot, even if it's documentary. If you see there's a lot of shots, like when you see it, you're feeling like, no, it's not a documentary, it's maybe fiction film. So the reason, because we really focus on the shots, like we should take perfect one.
Okay, because I saw even like some frame, like with doors like open, and actually it was like a frame into a frame.
Yeah.
And that was good as well. I mean,
Even in my picture downstairs, you were still checking.
that's the thing that I was talking about. Actually, you can see like kind of style that you made into the, I mean, your husband made into the shot.
Yeah, actually, like we did, it's one of our projects. We did a lot of projects about different things, like about the refugee in Istanbul. It was also shown in the EFSEC International Film Festival. But it will be shown in Turkey. So if you guys want to see, of course you can come. So we work together a lot. So of course somehow our opinion is same. He also works as a photographer. So somehow the coverage is so important for us, and we are like in some how can I say, like same idea. We are thinking mostly same things, same idea. That's why we can do film together. Otherwise, it's so difficult to work with. Like as a producer, you already know it's hard to work with director. But everything that I want, he can take because he knows what I want. I think it's the best part to like marriage people that they have in the same field, because you live with the person, so you know what he wants.
Yeah, it's actually good to have a connection between like producer and directors. It's always good, especially when there is like a common idea.
Yeah.
So it's easy to work with. Last question. I wanted to say, like, did you get any funding for that? How was like the pre-production? How did you manage it?
We didn't got any foundation for any of them, but just for the edit and for music. There was one Def Record. There was a projection that they helped us. And they asked us to please put our logo at the beginning of the film. Usually, we are not doing this because it's not all budget of the film. It's just two parts. We can all, like usually we say thank you for this company. But because I work for them and my husband also work for them, so we say okay. We can put the logo at the beginning. But we didn't got any content without music, and because the music, especially for the film.
Okay, thank you. Is there any question? Sorular var mı?
Let me ask something. Hello. Thank you so much. Before this movie, when we were downstairs, we saw an exhibition, and there also, and from this movie also, like I see the representation of women as a symbol of power, and a very, very different lens, because when you see, it's a very cliche that when we see something from a Western lens, say place of conflict like Afghanistan, Middle East, anywhere, there's something different to it. But when we saw this movie, it was a bit different in that regard. Women, of course, the situation is same, but their role and how they are portrayed, it was, amazing. So, does it come from the fact that you were a part of this movie? It influenced everything, basically, how do you represent? And also, you have some cultural affinity. It also plays a huge role.
So actually, all Afghan people that they live here, they know that women are so powerful in Afghanistan because there's a war, there's a lot of other problems that they have. But still they are surviving, they are working. Like when I started my university, like in that time maybe there was a few girls in the art department. But when I come here, half of the art department was a girl. And they were the first, like in the all class, they were the first one. The high number was taken by the girls because they really want to study, they really want to work, they really want to participate in all kind of activities in the society. So of course, like new generation, boy or girl, all of them noticed that's that. Of course, my husband also noticed. And when he told me like I want to do, I really happy because women can have that idea to support the woman, but it's somehow like if a man think like this, it's going to be different. It's going to be really different. So I really appreciate that. When he told me like I want to make a film about the woman and this kind of story, I say it's the best one. I will support.
So I really enjoyed your film actually, it's very nice and I really like your cinematography treatment. Of course, like your photography and all, I really enjoyed it, very good. So I would like to ask, Afghanistan, obviously, it's a very common topic. Like for instance, this type of movies are very rare, but everybody I think we know about the Iron Man kind of movies. So in Iron Man also they are showing Afghanistan. So for them, Afghanistan is complete terrorist nation. So that is the Afghanistan for the America. So from this movie, the point actually, see that the dominant view about Afghanistan, from the dominant view, also it's not good for the Afghanistan women. Okay, so they are they're like victims. And other side, the ethnically from the Afghanistan, for instance, the Taliban and their rules and the nation, the national nation state that the main the hegemony in Afghanistan. From that hegemony also, the end of the day, the women are the victims. Both the sides. So I would like to know, see, this is kind of an alternative approach about Afghanistan women. So I would like to know, I'm curious about, how, for instance, how is the society, is there any kind of alternative movement about this? The women's, for the women's rights, the education and all. I'm curious because I don't know much about that. Thank you very much.
Welcome. So actually, after 2001, many things changed in Afghanistan, and the reason why it changed because not about the government, not about the America support anyone. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people, because Afghanistan, most people really want to educate. Really want education. It's not about because during the Taliban they didn't allow women to study. Even now they have some problems. So there was a lot of girls that they start going to school, to university, and we have a lot of scholarship, supporting scholarship from India, 3,000 every year, Pakistan, India, Iran, and different other countries, even Turkey. So. Community is not against the woman, but the religion, not the religion part actually, the people that they use religion, they are doing this. They are saying no, woman shouldn't go. Believe me, that much that my family support me to study, to go abroad, to stay. When I come here, I was alone. I study art in Afghanistan. I work with the boys, all kind of freedom I have. And like me, there's 1,000 and 1,000 or maybe 100 and millions Afghan Really, it's not that, because I'm from that society, so I know better. Small group of religious people, they are actually making some rules and they're trying to somehow put that pressure to people to have to obey this. But it's not like when the school was closed for women, a lot of boys didn't go to the school. A lot of university professor and also other teachers that they were working in school, they all resigned. It means that they really want that their girls, their boys should study together and they should study. But unfortunately, like Afghanistan matter is totally different. The all problem that we are talking about, women or other thing, it's not coming from the society. It's coming from some, how I can say, like some groups that they don't want that Afghanistan should have a peaceful day. At the end, like we didn't have. Even when there was like after 2001, there was a lot of attacks every time, and 1,000 people was died. And now still, like even today morning when I read the news, there was an attack attack happened in Mazar Sharif, and more than 10 people died. So it's somehow, it's not about religion actually. It's nothing. It's just political thing that they didn't want Afghanistan have peace. And they are making rules, different rules to show the people like, look, Afghanistan, and very bad image. As you say, like Iron Man, before this what was Rambo. So in Rambo also Afghanistan was the country that America is coming and saving. And after Rambo, everything is changed now. In all films that from our image that Europe and America giving, it's like Afghanistan is tourist place, and no one wants to study there. Everyone is uneducated. It's not like that. Believe me. From in 2001, we didn't have any channel, like we didn't have any TV channel. But end of 2020, we have more than 3,000 channels, TV channels, only TV channels. And a lot of girls that they were like me, there's a lot of girls that they working as a journalist in different parts, filmmaker, cinema maker. We had many film festivals in Afghanistan, international film festival, that the director of the festival was woman. So it means like family allows, society allows, society accept and give that freedom to the people. But some religious part, yeah, they didn't agree with that.